there's plenty of good news, updates, and outrage from certain groups about the upcoming, highly anticipated video game, Stellar Blade. Any fans who hate being gouged for more money after buying a game, you're gonna be happy.
You son of a bitch!
And if you like beautiful female video game characters, you'll also be happy.
You son of a bitch! I'm in!
But some others are melting down over pixels that jiggle.
Why?
I'm Troy from Marks on Games, and today we're talking about the upcoming Korean studio Shift Up's game, Stellar Blade. Now, on with the story. The links to the articles I'm covering can be found in the video description. For those that don't know, let me tell you a little bit about Stellar Blade. It's an action-adventure game with third-person gameplay. The protagonist, Eve, uses her beta gauge to execute skills like piercing super armor. The game leverages the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller's haptic feedback for immersive combat. The story revolves around humanity's struggle against alien invaders, with Eve and her squad fighting to reclaim Earth. Along the way, she encounters Adam, a survivor, who guides her to Zion, humanity's last city, where she builds alliances to achieve her mission.
I have several questions.
Sounds fun enough, looks pretty good so far. A demo for the game was released on PlayStation Store worldwide on March 29th and got pretty decent reviews. However, the protagonist is a beautiful looking female who knows that she's a female and is also attracted to men, so, of course, the usual hacks in the media did their damnedest to disparage the game and are getting embarrassed in the process.
Bad people.
Before we get to the positives, let's touch on the biggest negative story here. This is from Bounding Into Comics. IGN offers official apology after French branch insults Stellar Blade director for choosing to create attractive female protagonist.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
IGN offered an official apology to Stellar Blade's director Hyung-tae Kim and Shift Up CEO after their French division insulted Kim's design choice for the game's protagonist, Eve.
Not a great plan.
They even labeled it as a result of creepy fantasies.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The critique by IGN's France contributor, Ben Asolo, disparaged Kim's artistic vision, particularly targeting the sexualized portrayal of Eve. Asolo's commentary not only dismissed the character design as catering exclusively to male fantasies, but also unfavorably compared Eve to characters like Bayonetta and 2B from Nier Automata, suggesting a lack of originality and depth.
Oh no! Anyway, last week...
We're gonna get to the reason why this is all false here in just a second, but even if Eve was created for the male gaze, who cares? It's not my thing to stare at video game characters all day, but are you gonna tell me that male characters from Devil May Cry, the Final Fantasy series, and Resident Evil games weren't created to look hot for the female gaze?
Oh, come on!
No, it's only men who are bad for this kind of stuff. Give me a break.
Thank you, doctor. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
But either way, all of these unfounded criticisms are despite later evidence pointing to Kim's personal life and professional choices that contradicted these accusations, like, the fact that Kim is married to fellow Shift Up concept artist Jeon Chae, and that Eve's full appearance is based on a one-to-one body scan of a real-world Korean model, Shin Jae-yoon. So, a woman designed Eve, and Eve is actually based on a real woman.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But no matter, IGN France initially doubled down, subtly altering their criticism from, quote, a doll sexualized by someone who has never seen a woman, to, quote, a doll sexualized by someone you would think has never seen a woman, end quote.
They're the same picture.
Sounds to me like Asola has never seen a non-blue-haired feminist woman before. They also refused to substantiate their claims with evidence of supposed death threats they received. The good old trust me bro defense that's been going around so much nowadays.
I don't believe you.
In response to the ensuing backlash and accusations of unprofessionalism, IGN's main office intervened, retracting the offensive remarks and extending a full apology to Kim and Shift Up Corporation. They corrected the preview and clarified that IGN France operates independently from the main editorial staff, emphasizing that the offensive content did not align with their standards or intentions.
You lose!
Something tells me that they got some threats from Shift Up, basically telling them that IGN would not be getting future press or exclusives without backing down on their stupid remark.
Allegedly!
But this is all just conjecture. IGN's statement expressed regret for any disrespect or insult felt by Shift Up or its employees, acknowledging that the criticized content was inappropriate and misaligned with their values.
Right.
If making IGN back down on their bullcrap didn't make you a fan enough of this game, Shift Up is going to make you really happy with something that shouldn't really need to be said, but in the year 2024, it unfortunately does need to be clarified. Let's get back into bounding into comics. Stellar Blade director rejects microtransactions, promises game will not require players to spend any additional money beyond what they paid for the package.
Sir, here is a check with my name on it. Write down any number on this piece of paper and I will pay it.
Back to Hyung-tae Kim, who has committed to a largely microtransaction-free experience for players, with the notable exception of potentially paid DLC for crossover costumes with other franchises. Nothing wrong with that. Every game charges for DLC because it's added content to the game that could even potentially extend your game, like in The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Elden Ring, etc. During an interview, Kim emphasized the team's focus on balance patches and free updates, including additional outfits to enhance the gaming experience without requiring players to spend beyond the initial purchase price.
Give me a hell yeah!
You can quit drilling, dude. You've already struck oil. He's really wanting us to at least try his game, and I would if I had a PS5.
I am dead inside.
Kim also addressed the broader issue of rising development costs and the advice he receives to focus on games with higher operating margins. Despite these pressures, he advocates for diversity in the gaming industry, with important things like types of games and not things that make no difference, like skin color, gender, and sexual preferences, and the importance of continuing to produce single-player titles with definitive endings.
A blessing from the Lord.
No more live service games, please. He believes these games play a crucial role in the market's health by coexisting with other genres and platforms. That's very true. There are places for AAA single-player titles, multiplayer games, mobile games, etc.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Kim's commitment to this philosophy is reflected in Shift Up's dedication to creating games that offer a complete and fulfilling experience to the players, signaling the company's ongoing challenge to engage console gamers with quality content.
This guy gets it.
Stellar Blade is expected to launch exclusively on PlayStation 5 consoles on April 26th. It's sad that this is all such a big headline, but again, in 2024, it deserves 2 thumbs up. Hyung-tae Kim and Shift Up is actually pandering to gamers and potential customers, and not kowtowing to the biased liberal media that just wants to shame them into pushing political hot-button issues and not catering to men in any way, shape, or form. Men bad.
Why are you the way that you are?
I never want to tell someone to buy anything to stick it to the left, but if this game looks like fun to you and like something that you'd even somewhat consider getting into, you should definitely give Shift Up your money and get Stellar Blade on April 26th.
Shut up and take my money.
Comment with your thoughts on all of this. Are you getting Stellar Blade? Do any of these issues drive you to want to purchase the game more than you did before, or do you not care? Is this the type of game that you're usually into, or is this different from your usual gaming habits? Let me know down in the comments section. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on Games. I will see you next time.